I was 8 years old and the oldest of all of the cousins in my family. And every year we would pile into vans and trudge down 95 to the Outer Banks for a week at the beach. So picture this, about a half dozen adults, 15 kids under the age of 8. That is a vacation, my friends. We would wake up at the crack of dawn, as only kids on vacation know how to do, while next door our parents woke up to their dreams of sleeping in, slipping away. And this was the moment. This is what we were so excited about. That first breath of the ocean air as we ran down the steps and hit the cool sand. You could literally hear the ocean waves calling to you, "Run faster." Because here's the thing about being 8 on your first day at the beach. Your parents have their own version of the week at the beach, which involves orderly play, perhaps a few well-posed pictures in khakis and white shirts, and maybe even a wine cooler if people are feeling particularly crazy. But we had to beat the sunscreen slowdown. You know what that is. You could basically hear my mom as she stumble-tripped down the stairs, as fruit snacks like an offering to the sea spread across the sand. The good news is she was weighed down by an umbrella, beach chairs, and maybe even a hopeful little beach read that would be tucked away in the bag, only to be found weeks after the fact. Never read, of course. We could smell the freedom in the air. We had been helpful enough to bring one thing with us down to the beach. That would be the rafts that we had just purchased. They were pumped to within an inch of their lives and had completely obstructed any view in the rearview mirror down 95. They swung like kites behind us as we hit the shore. We hit the first set of waves, the second set of waves. Careful to not make any eye contact because we might be called back with my mom and my aunt behind us. At one point, I did look up just to make sure we hadn't pushed things too far. And we had. We were being pulled out by a rip current and fast. On the shore, my mom and my aunt were but tiny, tiny dots. And that was when I'm told that my mom at the shore found out that my aunt couldn't swim. I can't breathe. I can't feel the raft. I can't touch the bottom. And I can't see my sister or my cousins. My mom is trying to get past the first set of breakers and being pushed back quickly. And she's watching as her daughter, her daughters, and her nieces are separating in the rip current. And she's left thinking, which one can I save if I can even get past these waves? I can't touch the bottom, I can't breathe, I can't feel the raft, and I can't see my sister or my cousins. At this point, the rest of our family had gotten to the beach. They too couldn't get to us. And here's the thing about drowning. All of a sudden you realize all of the things that your body takes for granted each day are stolen from you. The ability to breathe in glorious air, to have position, to see which way is up, and your body's screaming to survive. And that was when my mom says that she watched a man effortlessly slide through the first set of breakers, the second, grab me, grab my cousin, grab my sisters onto the rafts, and drag us to shore. I remember being on the shore and gasping for breath and saying, "Where is he? Where did he go?" We looked for him all day. We asked the people around us. No one saw where he went. No one saw him at all, in fact. To this day, my family believes that something supernatural occurred, something beyond the ordinary. And that's what stuck with me as an adult, this element of magic, this element of being seen, feeling worthy enough that someone in duress would reach out a hand and help. Because isn't that what we all want? That when we're in a moment of need, that someone will see us and think us worthy enough that they would extend a hand to help us. And that's actually why I'm here tonight. I have a very specific challenge for you, something to think about. How many doors would you say you walk through on any given day? Truly, how many? 10, 12. I believe it's no small thing to smile at someone and to see them, to extend a hand and hold the door, to see the woman that's struggling with the toddler in the parking lot, to see the person who is physically struggling to make it to the door and hold it for them, to smile at the sullen teenager. These may seem like small gestures, but I think we can all agree that we don't know the anxieties, the concerns, the sadnesses that everyone is drowning from. And we know it's a lifeline to be seen and to feel valued and worthy because we all are. So, my challenge to you is to ignite the world with small kindnesses, to see those around you. And if nothing else, I expect every single one of you to hold the door on your way out. Thank you so much.